This one thing has probably had more of a positive effect on my life than anything else. Soy Shandon, profesor nativo de Inglés Británico, y este podcast de inglés es para latinos que quieren dejar de perderse cuando les hablan los nativos y hablar inglés con confianza. Empecemos. Hello and welcome to episode 41 of this podcast. I hope you're ready to improve your English today with me, speaking very natural British English. So, what makes a great life? It's impossible to just say one thing, because there are many different things that help us to create a great life. There are things that positively affect your mind, your physical health, your family relationships, spirituality, the amount of money you make, your inner peace, your romantic relationships, and your confidence, and so on. So there are many different things, and they all have positive effects on different areas of your life. Also, for every person, it's going to be different. The things that have a positive effect in one person's life are usually different to the things that have a positive effect on another person's life. However, today I want to talk about one activity that I think will help everyone and improve everyone's life. It's had an incredibly positive impact on me and my life, and I genuinely think that this one thing will make everyone's life better. The people that I know that do this regularly all have better lives and all talk about the positive effect it has on their lives. So, what is the thing that I'm talking about today? It's not meditating, although this does have a very positive effect on your life and has had a positive effect on my life. It's not therapy, although this can also have a positive effect on your life. It's not going to church, although again, this can have a very positive effect on your life. And it's definitely not watching reality TV, okay? That's not the positive habit that I'm talking about today. The thing I'm going to talk about today is accessible to everyone. And that thing is exercise. No matter who you are, I believe that exercise will have an extremely positive impact on you and your life. So today I want to talk about how exercise has a positive effect on many areas of your life. Because there are lots of areas that exercise positively impact. Let's start with the obvious. Of course, exercise has a positive impact on your physical health. When you do exercise, depending on the type of exercise you do, you can get stronger muscles, you can be more flexible, you can improve your cardiovascular health, so that's your heart and its ability to pump blood around your body. You can improve your respiratory health, which is your lungs and your breathing. And there are many other positive impacts on your physical health. Of course, if you do weights, that will give you stronger muscles. By doing stretching or yoga, that will make you more flexible. If you go for a run, so you go jogging, that will improve your respiratory and your cardiovascular health. So it depends on the type of exercise. Having good physical health is very important because it helps you to do the things you want to in life. Our body is our vessel. If our body is weak, this will limit us in life. And if you're like me, you want to be strong so that you can do things in life without limit. That at least is my goal in life. I don't want to have any limits on myself. So I try to take care of my physical health. Also, being in better physical health will give you better self-esteem and confidence Because if you look good and you feel good, then you'll feel good inside with your feelings and emotions as well. An amazing thing is that doing exercise also improves your mental health. So not just your physical health, but also your mental health. When we exercise, our body releases chemicals that help us to feel calmer and more relaxed. Exercise also has a positive effect on our mood throughout the rest of our day. When we exercise, we also release stress so that we feel less stressed, more relaxed, and more at peace. So exercise has a really positive effect on your mental health as well. Then exercise can also have a positive effect on your relationships. Because we feel calmer and more relaxed and have better self-esteem after doing exercise, we then are better in interactions with other people. We're able to connect more with other people. We're likely to be more respectful, and we're likely to be a nicer person in general, because exercise allows us to regulate our emotions, reduce our stress, and make us feel happier by releasing those chemicals that I mentioned before. This means that exercise can improve our family relationships, our friendships, and also our romantic relationships too. As well as all of the things I've mentioned so far, exercise often has a positive effect on your diet as well. When you exercise, you don't usually feel like eating unhealthy foods afterwards. Because you've just pushed and improved your body and done something to improve your health, it's less likely that you'll want to eat unhealthy foods, because you won't want to ruin or lose the benefit from the exercise, which means that it makes it more likely that you'll eat healthier after that. So exercise also can help you to improve your diet and make sure that you eat more healthily. Exercise can also have a positive impact on our productivity and our work. When we do exercise, we produce and use more energy, and we are able to produce more energy. Because we're able to produce more energy after doing exercise, we're then able to get more done. This means that it's more likely we'll be able to advance professionally, we'll be able to learn more quickly, and we'll also be able to earn more money. Plus, when you do exercise, you become more disciplined. Because you choose to exercise regularly, which is something that is challenging, a bit uncomfortable, and is not the easy path, this helps us to become more disciplined, which also then has a positive effect on our professional advancement, our ability to learn, and our ability to earn more money as well. On top of all of the things I've mentioned so far, exercise also improves your sleep. When you exercise, you use more energy, which means that when it's nighttime, you're going to be more tired, which means that you're going to sleep better. I always notice that I sleep better when I've exercised that day. Because you've pushed your body, you've used more energy, your body then has to recover afterwards. Okay? And so that means exercise also has a really positive impact on your sleep and your recovery and your rest in general. So as you can see, there are lots of areas in your life that are positively impacted by exercise. Hopefully, this episode has inspired you to start exercising if you don't at the moment, or if you already exercise, hopefully it's encouraged you to continue or push yourself even more. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Gracias por escuchar este episodio. Si vives en el Reino Unido y tu inglés te está frenando profesionalmente, te invito a hacer una evaluación de fluidez conmigo. Durante esta sesión gratuita, veo cómo hablas inglés ahora, identifico qué te está bloqueando y te explico qué necesitas trabajar para expresarte con más claridad y confianza. Las plazas son limitadas. Reserva tu evaluación ahora a través del link en la descripción. Gracias. Bye.